Hey, go again, guys. Welcome back to an episode of Eating Games and Tam. Here with my good friend Jared. Say hi to everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
So, this is my best friend I was telling you about. I went to college, so he's back for a while. So we decided to go game hunting today. And I got a lot of games this time around.
He got 6.
He got 6. I probably at least doubled that or more. Probably actually triple. But anyway, I guess I'll just start off, right? I guess you want to just start off first?
Go ahead. You go first.
Alright, so first off, for 1064, it's a good game. Duke Nukem 64. It is a little dirty, though, on the label, on the Nukem part, but I can get that off pretty easily. I'm not really too worried about it, but I haven't really heard anything good about it, though. I heard it was pretty good somewhat in the beginning, and then the rest of it kind of just dipped down, so I think new unbox actually runs about $30, and this was actually $10. I've actually seen a little cheaper other places, but I haven't found it lately, so it was actually not too bad. I got another game here on the PSP, Untold Legends: The Warrior's Code. This is actually the sequel to Untold Legends, which is an RPG game for the PSP, kind of like a Skyrim, Dark Soul-ish type of game. So I'm actually really happy to play this. I never played the first one, though, so I don't know how that one compares up to the second one. So hopefully it'll be good. I'm kind of excited to play that.
I never heard of this game until you showed me today. But it looks pretty good, so maybe I'll have to check it out, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Metal was talking about it. I definitely am really excited to play that, so I'm definitely going to try that out later.
Nice, yeah.
Another game, I used to have this on the PS2, and actually that one's gone up in price a lot. But I got this for the GameCube, which I heard was way better, and it was Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. Actually, the first time I got this was on PS2. It was about 5-6 years ago when it came out, or something like that, and it was only like $4. It's now about up to $20 now. Yeah, it shot in price for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't figured. I looked all over the internet, and they didn't say why it went up in price. But definitely an awesome game. Definitely fun with friends. I've actually played this with friends before.
Yeah.
So it's actually
check it out after the video, huh?
Definitely. I actually very, very excited to play this because this is one of my favorite Monster Truck games, which is really weird because I'm not really a big Monster Truck fan, but it was definitely a favorite. And the last one on the GameCube I got is Army Men Sarge's War. Never heard of it until tonight. Definitely looks like a really cool game. It says it's up to 4 people, it says, which is actually pretty interesting. Campaign, deathmatch, and multiplayer mode. So it looks like almost like a third-person shooter.
I was close to picking it up, too. I saw on the shelf there was 2 copies, but didn't go with it this time. Maybe next time, but, you know.
Well, that's the Xbox version costs more anyway, so
yeah,
because
more dollars,
yeah, so a few more dollars, but definitely gonna try this out later. I definitely wanted to get this, so that's that's only for one place. I actually got another game, but I decided just not to throw it in there because apparently I already have it and I didn't realize until later, and yeah, I'm just gonna go back and return it. So there's no point in keeping it. So I don't know. You want to keep going or you want to go ahead?
You get your huge
you want to get my stuff out of the way? All right. I guess we'll do mine then. Alright, so I went to another store, which I got these. He didn't get nothing this time again. And some NES games looking for in a Genesis game. First one is Marble Madness on the NES. Heard a lot of good things by Milton Bradley. Which is weird, because Milton Bradley you usually hear about toys and stuff. You don't really hear about them making games, which is actually really interesting. It's like a puzzle game. I don't really know much about it, but I have played it a few times. And basically, you have to... I don't know, it's like, you ever played Q*bert? It's almost like a form of Q*bert, except you have a ball and you gotta, like, roll it around and you face other people in the computer and stuff. It's really weird. I don't know, and I think there's like if I remember, I think there's like a boss ball or something that rolls around. If you hit it, it knocks you off the board and you gotta restart at the beginning again. Whereas the other player keeps going, so it's almost like Pitfall at the same time, so I've been looking for it for a while now. I don't know why I got this one, it just looked really cool, but it's called Dash Galaxy in the Alien Asylum.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of that. I just got it because it actually looks kind of cool, so definitely gonna try that out later. I don't know what it's entailed about, but it definitely looks pretty interesting. And the last one I got here was one bit on my list. If you ever played like the Ninja Gaiden series, it's in that form, but not exactly. And it's Wrath of the Black Manta. It's almost like Kung Fu and Ninja Gaiden put together.
Oh, really?
In a way, yeah. It's almost like a platformer, but it has like a fighting element to it. It's really weird. But this game's actually gone up in price. Just about a year ago, this game was about $2, and I've seen it on eBay for about $30, $40 now. It's because it's like the second alternative to Ninja Gaiden, because Ninja Gaiden is super expensive. But it's like the thing, if you don't want to get Ninja Gaiden, it costs more, you get this one, is cheaper. So definitely good to find for a few dollars, definitely. So, and the last game I got and looked for a while is Super Monaco GP on the Genesis. Nothing new about there, it's just a normal racing game. Definitely was good. I knew the Super Nintendo version I heard was actually better than the Genesis version, which is actually surprising. But they didn't have it, but they did have the Genesis version. So it's almost like pole position if you play it on like the Atari systems. I think there's actually upgradable cars in this one as well. So I know there's like international circuits and all kinds of stuff. 3D graphics
really?
on this game, which is actually pretty interesting. So I was pretty happy to find that for a few dollars. So definitely gonna try that later on. Oh boy. Okay, so here comes the good stuff now. Alright.
The next store.
yeah. So we went to the next store we had. Let me grab these. We're at it. Did find a lot of great games I've been looking for a long time now. And I was happy to get them. There was still some I wanted, and he actually got one of them I wanted. I'll show that in a minute. But I guess we'll start off with the other stuff. So, first off, for PS2, I know PS2, I never get that, right? Need for Speed Undercover. I got it for about $5, $6, $7. It is complete in the case with the manual. The disc is pretty nice, not a scratch on there. This game is going up in price as well. Because after this game, I think this was the last one that was last Need for Speed game on PS2, I think. So the price has actually gone up a little bit on this one. So I was actually happy to find it for $7, because that's actually kind of cheap, considering it being the last one.
It doesn't get better than Need for Speed.
No, it doesn't. Need for Speed,
best racing game.
Greatest racing games in the world. Let's see. I got to start this one. Metal. Let's talk about this one as well. It's a PSP game. I don't know. I kind of wanted it, but I was looking at it, I was like, this was stupid, and I was like, okay.
I mean, if he recommends it.
If he recommends it, you have to get it. So I got Fantasy Golf Pena. Basically, it's on a form of golf, but it has like a really, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Like, it has like that Final Fantasy element to it, but it's not exactly. It's weird. It's really weird. He was playing it, and I was watching it. I was like, I could probably get into that, but golf, though. I mean, golf.
Yeah, golf games are fun. Mario Golf is the best.
Well, besides that one, but, you know, so I guess I was like, well, I guess it was only $5 or something, so I was like, I guess I'll pick it up, so I don't know what to expect from that one. Let's see, I guess we'll go, alright. Then for the Genesis, I played this game when I was about 5 or 6, a long time ago, and that's Tecmo Super Bowl on the Genesis. And looking for Tecmo Bowl on the NES, though. I know that game's amazing. I've been definitely looking for that one. Surprisingly, just the game is almost $9, which I'm a little surprised at, because this game's actually not that very expensive. This is only like $3.
I mean, one for the NES is $25, $30.
Yeah, exactly. The NES version's like $25 if you're lucky. And for some reason, the Genesis version's super cheap. Which is good for me, because that's the one I played it on. That's the one I played it on. So for me, I was like, okay, I guess I'll get it. So it was kind of like a last minute thing as well. I guess for the Genesis, I also got a controller, Super Pad, the 6-button Genesis controller, which is really funny because I actually had the same controller when I first had my Genesis.
Oh, really?
I had 4 of these, so, and none of them worked. So I'm hopefully this one will work. So I had all 4 of them and none of them worked, so hopefully this one will. So, you know, he'll take it back and whenever there's something wrong with it. So, let's see here. I guess go with this one. For 64, oh my gosh, glad to have it. I wish it was Sculptor's Cut, but it's not. But it's 63 1/3 of Clay Fighter. It's actually going down in price.
Yeah.
The Sculptor's Cut is actually shot up drastically in the past 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember when a game was only $60 on eBay, and now all of a sudden it just blew up in price now. So the thing's like, what, like $2,000? You have the box and manual and everything. It was something like that.
It's one of the most expensive games.
Yeah,
64 especially.
It's like top 5 or something. So, but the original Clay Fighter is actually dropped in price, which is actually good for me. So, because I really need the first one. So, and I've been waiting, really waiting to get this one. So.
And I saw that before you in the store, and I was like, should I get it? Nah, forget it. And
then you got the other one instead. So you got one I want.
One, yeah.
Want to trade? Okay. No. So, but yeah, happy to have that finally. So I can finally lay that to rest for a while now. Another good one. I guess I'll go with this one. For the Super Nintendo, I have a couple games. I have Clay Fighter Tournament Edition for Super Nintendo.
Another Clay Fighter.
Gotta love Clay Fighter. I actually played this one in the store.
Really?
I actually remember the day this came out. It was a promotion. The Clay Fighter Edition is technically the third one in the series. But I think I played on a kiosk or something somewhere, or it was like, I forget, was it an arcade maybe? I forget. But this one, definitely awesome. I think they added like 5 more characters in the game. Really? I know they added more people in the game, so because it's Tournament Edition. Yeah. So it's like NBA Jam Tournament Edition and NBA Jam, and then they like put more people in and stuff. So I definitely played this. $12. Very surprised. Usually this game goes for about $30.
And the characters are really cool. I just was checking them out earlier.
Yeah, the characters are awesome. The Snowman's my favorite.
Yeah, of course.
I'm using him. You can't have him. He's mine. So definitely love Clay Fighter. Definitely awesome. And oh yeah, Super Nintendo Clay Fighter 2. I actually didn't know they made a second one. The only one that I knew of the second one was actually on the Genesis.
Really?
And what happened was, I think Sega didn't want I don't know, they said it was too violent or something, so the Nintendo was like, alright, we'll sign it. So they were the only ones that got it. So, right. You know, too bad Sega, you lost out. It would have been another great time in your belt, but never really played this one. I've only heard of it, and no lie, excuse me, the box with the manual is almost $1,000.
Really?
Oh yeah, this
Wow.
game goes for expensive, but just by itself, it's only $10 or $12. If you have the box, because the way you got this was from, where was it? I think it was a tournament in some places, and you only win in tournaments. It's the only way you could get this. Mm-hmm. And you have the box that's
not
like
anymore.
$1,000. No, not anymore. It actually jumped down in price now because a guy actually found a warehouse filled with them.
Oh.
So they plummeted because just 3 years ago, this game was like $60 by itself.
Really?
Now it's like down to like 10 or 12. So I got it for $12. So I'm happy. I love Clay Fighter. So definitely awesome to have that. Oh yes, another Super Nintendo game.
You just went crazy with them today.
I went crazy today. Learn this from Pro Jared. He actually did a playthrough-ish of this game, and I don't know why I decided to pick it up. I just did, but it's Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is actually the easiest Final Fantasy game in ever.
Really?
You can actually win the whole game just by pressing A the whole time.
I didn't know that.
That's how easy it is. He literally presses A in the beginning of his episode. He's just staring at the book, playing the game, pressing A, and he's winning the battle, not even looking at the game. Yeah. And Japan thought we were so stupid into Final Fantasy, they gave us the whole manual on what to do and how to beat the whole game in the manual.
Really?
I actually looked through the manual, and it actually tells you what to do on everything. Like, every single thing, it tells you what to do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, $15, I mean, it's a little more pricier than I wanted it to be, but, you know, I used to play Final Fantasy. I stopped around maybe 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah.
It was like 7. And, because it just got too repetitive. It was just the same thing. Save this, save that, do this, get weapons, you win.
I was never a huge Final Fantasy guy anyway, but...
Yeah, so, like, you know,
it'd be cool to check it out still, but...
I'll definitely play it. I mean, you know, I know he played it, and he was making wisecracks on it because said it was too easy. And I have to admit, it was actually kind of easy, but it was pretty interesting. The storyline was actually pretty good. So, and actually, this is the one of the few games of Final Fantasy where you actually die at the end.
Oh.
Yeah, you won't actually live. You actually die, and it has a bad ending, too.
Oh,
it's one of the few Final Fantasies that has a bad ending, and you can't change it either, no matter what you do.
Oh.
I did not know that, so... I'll still play it anyway, though. I'll give it a try, so definitely try that.
The next game. We
and
both
then,
got it today.
Yes,
yeah.
We've actually both got this. Jared actually saw it first, and I was skeptical because I played the first one. I don't know how the second one's going to be, but I was like...
Huge fan of me.
I'm not a big fan of this game. I mean, it was like... it was okay. But for the NES, Dig Dug 2, I don't know how the second one plays out. I have played the first one. Super hard, though, if you don't know what you're doing. Because I remember when I first played, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just running around like a moron.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
But definitely wanted to see how the second one works out. It's actually gone up in price.
Really?
The box with this thing is almost about $400.
Wow.
Because the second one is actually unheard of. Not many people know they made a second one.
I actually didn't until today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He didn't know it. I didn't know it. I had to look it up, and this actually came out towards the end of the NES's life cycle.
That's why it's expensive.
Exactly. So the first one's only like $2, and the second one's like $10. Well, that we got was $10.
Yeah, the box is expensive.
And the box, forget about the box and just forget about it. But definitely cool. I think I will check it out. I don't know if I ever will sit down and actually play it like all the others, but I'll definitely check it out though. It's definitely worth it. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Really, that's it for me. pretty good layout. Oh, I did get that one game. I'll just show it real quick. Might as well. It's NFL Blitz 2000. Excuse me. I actually technically already had this one. I thought it was 2001. Excuse me. Which is the one I need. It's 2001. And I accidentally read it until after I got in my car. So I'm just gonna return it. Probably get something else. I might do an update video on that one. I don't know. But all right, Jared. It's up to you now.
Well, let's start out with the game he just showed, Dig Dug 2. I mean, we already talked about it, so there's Dig Dug 2. I've been wanting to get this game for a while, and I saw it today, and I was just like, you know what, forget it, I'm just going to get it. It's Pac-Man World 2. It was only $4, so I thought, hey, why not? It's got the manual and everything, you know.
I think he actually saw a GameCube version, like the same game or something at Hologen, or was it Bandit?
It was Bandit.
Bandit.
Yeah, he had the Pac-Man World 2 and the
2 and 3. That's right. It was 2 and 3 on the GameCube.
It was both.
Yeah.
And this game, I actually just found out this was a game today. WWE Raw 2. I never heard of it. The back looked really cool. Check it out there a little bit. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but yeah, I saw it and I was like, hey, I used to love playing these old games back in the day, and I thought I'd get it.
What's weird is I actually looked up. That's only an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. It actually says it right on the cover.
Yeah, it says it right on the cover. Yeah. You can't actually find I actually looked for PS2. It actually does not exist for PS2 or GameCube.
There you go.
So.
And another old classic that I used to play. I used to play this on the PS2, but I saw for Xbox, so I was like, hey, why not? X-Men Legends. It's a great game. I used to play this all the time with my brother, and I used to win, of course. But,
of course, the younger has to win, right?
Yeah. And it's 1 to 4 players, and it's in 720p apparently. But yeah, it's a great game. So, and then this game. Oh, this is a classic game. I used to play this all the time. I got this years ago. My mom bought it for me for Christmas, I believe. And it's The Sims 2 for PlayStation 2. It was only $8, but hey, it's a classic game. I used to play it hours and hours on end.
And don't get a thing with the Pets version. The Pets version sucks.
No, don't get the
Pets version is the worst.
It literally just adds pets to the game. That's it. And exact same game.
Yeah,
it's pets, and if you have to take care of them or they'll die.
Yeah.
You know, typical Sims. Yeah. Great game. Sims is one of the best franchises ever. And then the last game is what he wanted, but I saw it first, and I've been looking for this for years. It's Spider-Man, the red cartridge for the 64. I love this game. I loved it for the PS1. So you know what? I was like, I saw it for the 64. I've wanted it for years. So there you go.
Which I want it now, so you give it to me, right?
You're right. You're going to have to find it yourself.
Yeah, he got lucky with that. He was actually about to get the Clay Fighter, and I decided to get that. So I guess we got, flip-flopped it. So we'll find it sooner or later. But that's it, guys. Really, that's really everything. I actually thought I had a lot more games in this, I didn't actually think I had that many. So when I started looking through everything, I was like,
we thought you had more.
Jared thought I had more than what I had, and I'm looking at it like, really?
Yeah,
I only have this much?
16 games, right? 17?
Yeah, 16, 17, 18, something like that. I forget. With the controller, but I don't really count that as a game. So, but yeah, guys, that's really everything. I don't know if you have anything to say, Jared. I don't know if you want to say anything, but alright. So guess what, guys? I guess I'll see you on the next video. Jared probably do a couple more videos with me before he goes out to college, or he doesn't know exactly what's going on yet, so he'll decide. But we'll make a couple more videos. Maybe do like what do you do? Like a top 10, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we gotta do something.
We gotta do something. Maybe like a top 10. You do PS2 games. Didn't do that one yet.
Yeah, great system.
Great system. Yeah. So we might do that. Maybe do like our own favorite like GameCube games or something. Or I don't know.
One of the best systems.
Another best system. 64 is another good one.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some ideas, so we'll think of some things. But definitely, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.